Hi guys, welcome to my channel Sushruta. Today our topic is a basic topic of organic chemistry, that is ring activating and deactivating groups. Many people have confusions regarding this ring activating and ring deactivating groups. But let's clear those confusions by watching into this video. Okay? Come. First, before learning about ring activating and deactivating group, let's clear our confusions regarding the positions of the benzene. If you are a beginner, you will definitely have some confusions regarding ortho, meta and para positions. You can learn it here. This position is the ortho position and this is the meta position and the low one is the para position. Okay, and opposite to ortho is ortho position and opposite to meta is meta positions. These are the original positions of benzene. Remember it correctly: ortho, meta and para positions. Okay, let's learn about the activating groups. That means ring activating groups are also known as ortho para directing groups. Here are some important points which indicate the activating groups. What are they? Key atom must have lone pair. What is key atom? Key atom means the atom which is present here on the top of the benzene. Okay, this is the key atom. It must have lone pair, either one lone pair or two lone pair or three lone pair. It is basing on the atom. Okay, but must and should there should be a lone pair on the benzene. Okay, alkyl group directly attached to the ring, either this or any alkyl group like methyl or ethyl or any other alkyl group should be directly attached to the ring. Then that group is also comes under ring activating groups. It is due to hyperconjugation effect. Okay, let's see some examples to get a clarity regarding these points. Okay, first, this is chlorobenzene. That means the key atom here is chlorine with 3 lone pairs. That means the outer configuration of chlorine is 7, no? So with 1 electron it is attached here. So still it has 6 electrons. That means 3 lone pairs. So it satisfied the first point. So it is a ring activating group. Next, here benzene is attached with oxygen. Here oxygen is the key atom. It has 2 lone pairs. So it also acts as ring activating group. Next, benzene here is attached with NH2. Here nitrogen is the key atom. Nitrogen has 1 lone pair. So this is also ring activating group. Next, methyl group. It does not have any lone pairs, but methyl means alkyl group. That means it satisfies the second condition. So it also can be a ring activating group due to the presence of alkyl group. Methyl means alkyl group. Methyl, ethyl, butyl, propyl, anything, those comes under the alkyl groups. Here, this is ethyl benzene. Here the alkyl group is ethyl C2H5, or it can be written as CH2CH3 also. For your clarity I have written like this. Okay, this is also ring activating group because alkyl group directly attached to the ring. Here these alkyl groups are directly attached to the ring. See here. So these are also ring activating groups. As I said before, activating groups are ortho para directing groups. Why? Because the electron density is high at ortho para positions. So ring activating groups are ortho para directing groups. Next, don't worry about the notes, I'll give you at last of the video. Deactivating group, that means ring deactivating groups. What are ring deactivating groups? These groups are also known as meta directing group. Why they are known as meta directing group? Because electron density is high at meta position. So these ring deactivating groups are also known as meta directing groups. Okay, it also has 2 points which indicates the ring deactivating groups. To identify them, these points are used like before. Key atom must be attached with an atom which is more electronegative through pi bond. That means here for the key atom, there must be attached an atom which is more electronegative than the key atom. That means oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. So satisfied. It should be attached through pi bond. One is sigma bond and the other one is pi bond. So the first rule is satisfied. So this is deactivating group. Okay. Next, the second one, key atom has positive charge. So the key atom here, look at this example. Here the ammonium ion has nitrogen has positive charge. Here the nitrogen is the key atom and it has positive charge. So this also comes under ring deactivating groups. Okay. See, key atom has positive charge. That's what I said here. These two are main rules to indicate the ring deactivating group or to identify the ring deactivating group. Okay. Next, see this example. This is sulfonic acid, okay, on benzene. That means the key atom here is sulfur. It is attached with oxygen and it also has pi bond. So this also comes under ring deactivating group. Look here. Here nitrile group is attached to benzene. That means the key atom is carbon. Carbon, here 2 pi bonds are present. So it also comes under deactivating group. As I said before. That's it guys for today. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Sushruta. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to give you the notes. Take it out. This is for ring activating groups. And this is for deactivating. Okay. Meet you in the next video. Bye bye guys.